you determine the sign based on which is further from zero. And then you take the larger and subtract the smaller without the sign. Okay. The larger subtract the smaller without the sign. So let's take a look at another. Let's say it's 7 minus 12. You really want to treat this as 7 and negative 12. So
Yeah.
which is further from zero, 7 or negative 12?
12, negative 12.
So we know the answer is negative. Then you look at the numbers without the sign, and you take the larger and subtract the smaller.
So that'd be a positive.
Okay. But then you bring this negative with, so this becomes negative. What's the result?
Negative 5.
Negative 5. Good. All right. Are you getting any of this down in your notes?
Oh, yeah.
Be good to do. Be good because I'm going to eventually ask you to do some on your own here. And I want to make sure you're comfortable with that. So let's try another one here. Let's say it's negative 2 plus let's go 9. Negative 2 plus 9. So which is further from zero, the negative 2 or the 9?
The 9.
The 9. So we know the answer is positive. And then you keep seeing me switch colors here because I'm trying to indicate that you look at the numbers without the sign, you take the larger and subtract the smaller. What does this become?
7.
7. Is it positive or negative?
Positive.
Yes. Very good. Okay, you ready to try a couple on your own?
Yeah.
All right. Negative 5 plus 4. 4 minus 6. Negative 6 plus 3. 3 minus 7. All right, so here's 4 problems to try on your own. I'm going to just step away for 30 seconds, but I'll be right back with you. Go ahead and work these out the best you can.
Okay.
All right, how are you doing on this grouping of questions?
Good. I'm on the negative 6 plus 3.
Okay.
Okay, I finished.
Okay, give me your answers. I guess starting in the top left.
9.
Okay.
Negative 2. Negative 3. And negative 4.
All right, so the only one that is not correct is the first one. Why don't you try that one more time, please?
Okay.
It's actually a lot like the one on the right here.
Negative 9.
Okay. The answer is definitely negative. Why is it negative?
Because the 5 is further from the 0.
The negative 5 is further from zero. Now look at the numbers without the signs. So 5 and 4. What is the step here with the two numbers?
We subtract them.
Okay, 5 minus 4.
1.
Okay, yeah, I agree. Negative 1. All right, so I know we'll just chalk that up to maybe just who knows what. So let's do a couple more problems here. Negative 8 plus 10. 10 minus 7, -7 plus 3, 7 minus 11. All right, go ahead and try these for me, please.
Okay. Okay.
All right, let me know when you got your answers, please.
Okay, I got my answers.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, 10.
The first one is 10.
Yeah,
How did you come up with that?
I subtracted. Oh, wait. It's 2.
Okay, like that better. Okay, go ahead.
3.
All right, keep going.
Um, wait, what? 4.
Okay, keep going.
And then 4.
Okay, so we got 2 that are not correct here. So when I look at these, tell me what you see in this problem on the top left, top right.
Wouldn't you subtract 7 minus 3?
You do, but what's the first thing that you do in all these problems?
Find which one's further from 0.
Yes, that determines the sign. The one that's further from 0 determines the sign. So which is further from 0, -7 or 3?
-7.
Okay, so the answer is negative, and you're right. You take 7 and subtract 3, -4.
Oh,
Now, now this one on the bottom here, I could see how maybe this would be an issue. What are the two numbers?
7 and 11.
So this one's actually -11.
Mm-hmm.
So which is further from 0, 7 or -11?
-11.
Okay, so is the answer positive or negative?
Negative.
Negative. And then you take the numbers without the sign, like that,
Oh,
or 11 minus 7, which becomes -4.
yeah. Oh, I see.
Okay, there's 2 steps. You have to first determine the sign. Determine the sign. Second is you have to subtract. You have to take the larger minus the smaller without the signs. Okay.
Mhm.
We're gonna do some more examples. You got to get this down. Like this is super critical to be able to moving forward in this course. So let's
Okay.
try a few more. -8 plus 6, 5 minus 9, -3 plus 6, and 6 minus 7. All right, here you go. A couple of problems for you to try.
Okay.
No. No.
Okay, I got the answers.
All right, whenever you're ready.
-2,
Okay,
-4,
good.
-3,
Okay, keep going.
and -1.
All right, so there's one that is not correct. This one here. Why did you think that it was negative? What about this suggested that it was negative?
Oh, because, I see what I did. I determined the sign for the other ones, but that one I just assumed it was negative because the first number was a negative, but I see my mistake.
Okay. We're gonna get it. It's you got to get this down. It is not impossible. And let's just do a few more examples here. All right, so let's take a look here. Let's go 7 minus 13. All right, some problems for you to try.
Okay, I got the answers.
Okay, go ahead.
-6,
Okay,
-2,
okay,
-7,
okay.
and then +6.
Really good. All right, all correct. Very good. I like that. Okay, so let's go back and look at 14 on your thing here. And I know it's got variables, but just ignore them for a moment. Just look at this as 3.5 minus 7.2.
Mhm.
I know it's got decimals, which maybe is even more irritating, but that is what it's got. Do you agree that there's one positive and one negative here?
Yeah,
This is just like what we've been doing, except without, we'll throw in the variable at the end here. Could you perform this math operation for us, please?
mhm. So first you would, so you do set -7.2, and then,
You have to decide, is the answer positive or negative?
oh, it's a negative.
Okay, then what do you do
You subtract them.
without the sign?
Hmm.
And you've seen me rewrite them over and over again because you really want to treat them as if they are without the sign.
Hmm. And the answer would be -3.7.
Now, the only difference between what you just did and this actual problem is they both have a y, so you put a y in your answer.
Yeah,
All right, now let's go look at number 3. I'm going to handwrite it though. It looks like it was m minus parentheses 4m. Does that look right to you?
yeah.
Okay, there's a
Wait,
couple little things. Go ahead.
it was m plus -4n. Oh, wait, never mind.
Well, I think no, you are right. You are right. I just zoomed in. So let me grab that. All right. Let me grab a snip of this. Couldn't tell until I zoomed in whether you had written that or if that was the way it came. All right. So here we go. There's really a 1 in front of the variable. You
Yeah,
probably remember that. And you don't need the parentheses unless there's something going on inside. So this is really the same as 1 plus -4. 1 plus -4. What does that become?
That becomes 1 minus 4.
That's true. What is the result of that calculation?
The answer,
Yes.
um, that -5.
We've probably done 20 of these, and you're giving me something that's completely wrong. So help me out here. Like this is
Oh, wait,
exactly what we've been doing. And
-3.
yes, that's what I wanted to hear. Okay, but now because it's got an M, your answer needs to have an M.
So -3m, yeah.
Yes. So for the ones I'm putting up on the screen here, you'll definitely want to modify what you have on your paper there
Hmm.
if you have it in front of you.
Yeah, I do. I just
Okay,
changed.
good. All right. All right, number six here. It says negative A. I guess that's an A. Looks
Yeah.
like a B, really short B, but I guess it's an A. Plus 9A. It's really negative 1A. Negative 1A plus 9D. What you want to do is look at it without the variables. What do you see?
1, wouldn't it be 1 minus 9?
It's negative 1 plus 9. Like you can't change it, but it's one positive and one negative,
Mm-hmm.
which is what we've been doing for the last, for part of the lesson. So how do you simplify this? Or what is the result?
The answer would,
Yes.
um, wait, so wouldn't you subtract them? Or wait, no, you would,
After you figure out the sign, you have to first determine the sign.
it'd be a sign to be a positive.
Okay, that's true. And then keep going.
And then wouldn't you add them?
Nope, we've not been doing that at all. Let's go back to the rules. Determine the sign, whichever one is further from zero. Then what does the second step?
Uh, submit larger and
Subtract.
small, subtract
Subtract. Yeah,
larger.
yeah, and that's why you want to write this down. My handwriting is not that good. You really want to write this down in your own handwriting so you can see it. So I never said to add. That's where I feel like there's a disconnect because this is one positive number, one negative number.
Mhm.
You know,
So
what is the answer?
+8.
Yes, very good. We are getting to the positive answer, which I like. I like that a lot. Um, Now with the variable, you just add that in.
Yeah, so then, yeah, +8. Oh,
Okay. Um, let's see here. All right. Just looking through your list here. It's weird. It's like your teacher like renumbered them. Okay.
okay.
I feel like you kind of got this down. Now we need to go to same sign. All right. So this will seem silly at first. What is 4 plus 3?
7.
Positive 7. Now, why is it positive? Because they're both positive.
Mhm.
Okay, so when they're same sign, you first determine the sign, which is you keep the sign. Okay.
Mhm.
Then you add without the sign. You're like, what do you mean by that? Well, let's look at another problem here. Let's say it's -6 plus -4. Well, is the answer positive or negative?
Positive? No,
Okay, what it we keep the sign, keep the sign.
negative.
If they're both negative, you keep the sign as negative. Then you add the numbers without the sign, 6 and 4. So you add them. What is 6 plus 4?
10.
10. So the answer is negative 10.
Mhm.
All right. So how about this one? -3 plus -5.
Um,
So first, keep the sign.
so it'd be a negative.
It's negative. Then you look at the numbers without the sign, 3 and 5, and then you add them.
Negative 8.
Becomes -8. Okay, how about we'll try a couple here. Let's go 4 plus 3, -4 plus -4.
Okay, the first answer would be positive 7
Okay,
and then negative 8.
very good. Okay, so there's two sets of rules, right? There's rules for when they're same sign, which is what we've just did. Those are the easy ones. Easier, we'll say. And then one positive and one negative. Those are the maybe the more difficult ones. So the challenge is you have to be able to go between them. So I'm going to give you some problems here. Is this same sign or opposite sign?
Opposite sign.
Okay, so you have to know the rules for opposite sign, one positive, one negative. What does this add up to? What does this become? What's the answer?
The sign or the
The
answer?
whole thing, the whole thing.
Um, positive 9
How did you come up with 9?
by adding them.
So what are the rules for when they're opposite in sign?
1 positive negative.
Okay, did you write this down anywhere?
Yeah,
Okay, these are the rules for opposite in sign. What is the first rule? First thing to do.
determine the sign.
Okay, and you did that. Then what does it say?
Subtract larger
Minus the smaller without the sign. Did you subtract?
No.
Okay,
So it'd be positive 3.
yes. All right, good. Now, again, like you have to be able to do this. Like I can only show you the way. You can only show you the way. So are these same sign or opposite in sign?
Same sign.
Okay, so what are the rules for same sign?
Determine the sign.
Basically, you're keeping the sign. Like if they're both positive, the answer's positive. If they're both negative, the answer's negative. Then what do you do with the numbers?
Add without sign.
Okay, go ahead and give me the result, please.
9. Positive 9. I mean negative 9.
Yes. Okay. You really have to be able to do this, distinguish between, okay, they're same sign or they're opposite in sign. That's the only way you're going to progress in this course. So let's try a few more. All right. First one here, is this same sign or opposite in sign?
Opposite sign.
Okay, go ahead and work through that, please. Tell me the result.
Would the first one be 4?
I want you to have more confidence. Why is it 4?
Because I subtracted them.
Okay, and why is it positive?
I don't know. I don't know why.
Okay,
Would
well
would it
that's
be
the whole.
negative?
What's that?
Would it be negative 4?
I'm not trying to talk you out of your answer. I'm trying to get you to basically I'm asking you to use the rules. Like you're supposed to say, Matthew, I determined the sign. And I'll say, well, how did you determine the sign? And you'll say, what you did. And then that's what I'm trying to get you to tell me is, well, why is it positive? Well, it's positive because which number is further from 0?
7.
7. So that's what I'm looking for. Well, it's positive because 7 is further from 0. Okay, then what do you do next?
Then you add without the sign.
These are opposite sign. Do you have the rules written down in front of you? Like
Yeah.
that's what, okay, like the rule for opposite and sign does not say to add. It says to subtract.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be positive 4.
Yes, yes, which is what you said all along. But the thing is, you've got to know why. You've got to be okay with why. It's like you have to explain why you're correct, because I want to verify that you understand. Like this is so critical. We're building a foundation here so that you can build other math skills.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, are these same sign or opposite in sign?
Opposite sign. Wait, no, same sign.
Why are they same sign?
Well, wouldn't the 3 turn into a negative?
It's -5, and then the operator goes with it, so it's -3. So
Mhm.
yes, these are same sign. What's the rules for same sign?
You determine the sign, which would be a negative,
Why is it negative?
because they're both a negative.
Yes. Then what do you do with the numbers?
Add them.
Add them without the sign. So what does this become?
8, -8.
-8. Good. Okay. Let's try a few more here. All right. Here are 3 problems for you to try. Go ahead and work those out.
Okay, the first one would be -6,
Okay.
and then +1.
For the middle one.
Yeah. And then -5.
All right. So that one is the only one that is the first and last are correct. The middle one, take another look at.
Would it be +5? Oh wait, no, they're different signs.
They're opposite in signs.
Mhm.
This one's positive, this one's negative. Give that one more try, please.
Would it be -5?
Okay, what is the rule when they're opposite in signs?
You determine the sign.
Okay, so is it positive or negative?
Negative,
Why is it negative?
because the -3 is further from 0.
Good. And then what's the next step?
Um, would you add them?
Are
Or
you looking at your rules
you subtract larger
without, yeah, without the sign? So what are the numbers without the sign?
2 -3,
Without the signs?
2 and 3,
2 and 3. So which is larger?
3. Wouldn't it be -1?
Yes. Okay, so you have to do your best to uh to do your best to try to remember the rules. I know it's hard. That's the whole point of this. It's just really challenging to switch between them. So we'll keep doing some more examples here. How about 6 minus 5, -5 plus -2, 3 minus 4, 4 plus -8. All right, so a couple more here for you to try.
Okay, with the first one would be +1.
Okay, good.
The second one would be 7, -7.
Okay, good.
-1
Okay, good.
and -12.
Go ahead and look at that last one more time.
Oh, -4.
It's -4. Good. Okay. So we're going to look at some more problems from your worksheet here.
Mhm.
You're going to have to decide whether they are same sign or opposite signs. Let's look at 15 first. Are these same sign or opposite sign?
Um, same sign.
They're same sign. So try this one more time. Basically, I'm asking you to do it without the letter. The letter just goes in at the end.
Mhm. 7.0, -7.0.
It's -7.0 and then the y with it. Very, very good. Okay. All right. Any questions before we kind of move on to another topic here in your thing?
No.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna look at I don't even know what to call it. I guess it's 13. Looks like it was cut off. Um,
Yeah.
17x plus 1. 17x plus 1. These are not like terms.
Mhm.
Okay. Does this one have an x?
No.
There's no x. Does this one on the left have an x?
Yes.
They are different. One has an x, one does not have an x.
Mhm.
So the answer is 17x plus 1. There's nothing to do.
Oh. Oh. I see. Yeah, I understand that.
Okay, we're going to look at 16 next. We're kind of getting incorporating all of this now. All right, so this is 3a plus 5c minus 9a.
Mhm.
So 3a is positive minus 9a. What is 3a minus 9a? Are
Um,
they same sign or opposite in sign?
Opposite sign.
Okay, so what does that become? I want you to work that out, please.
That would become a negative.
Give me the final answer.
Oh, okay. Be -6.
And what about the letter?
-6a.
Good. And then this 5c, is it a like term? Does it match the letter here?
No.
No, so you just bring it down. There's nothing to combine it with.
Hmm.
Okay, good job on that. Any questions or thoughts on that before we move on?
Nope.
Okay. All right, number 18 here. All right, so 7x, is it positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive. How about the last one here? Is it positive or negative?
Negative.
So we have 7x minus 11x. What does that become? Are they same sign or opposite sign? That's, and
There.
then you'll figure out your rule from there. Go ahead.
Would be a -4.
Any letter to go with it?
-4x.
Good. Okay, good. Now, this -8, does it combine with anything?
No.
No, it does not. Okay. All right, let's look at 19 next. All right, so I see a positive 3x and a minus 9x. And then I see, let's switch colors here. I see a minus 3y plus a 7y. Will you simplify those for us, please?
Um, it would be -6x
Okay, great.
and then +10y.
Are these same sign or opposite in sign?
Opposite sign.
Okay, so try that one more time, please.
Oh, +4y.
Positive 4y, good. All right, doing great. Let's keep going here. If I'm skipping them, it's because it's correct. So something to keep in mind there. All right, why don't you try 21 on your own here? So let me know what you come up with.
Would it be um negative 19y.
Okay.
Um,
And what about this thing here? What should we do with that?
would it be plus 3x?
Sure. Yes, that works as well. Okay. Um, the rest of these are looking really good. Up until 24, there's just a tiny error in this, a really small error. Um, maybe look at it, just look at it one more time. Maybe you can figure it out here. Um, see the error?
Um, mm, there wouldn't be a 1, right?
Well, look at what I've circled. That will help, sort of hinting at it.
Oh, sorry. I thought I was doing the problem. Sorry.
Oh, okay, yeah, your answer is really close. That's why I'm not, I don't want you to redo it all.
The negative and the positive, they're different signs.
Okay, what is correct down here? Is the 8x correct?
Yes.
Okay, is the minus 1y correct?
Um, uh, yes.
Okay, tell me about that. What do you have here in red?
Positive 9y, then
And,
negative 8y.
okay, what does that become?
That becomes a positive.
Okay, positive what? What's the rest of it?
Positive 1.
With a y, yeah, so that should change to a plus.
Oh,
All right. All right, so let's see if we can quickly get in one or two more here. So 25 here. You are so close. The 7xy, that is correct. These are considered like terms. And maybe you guys didn't talk about that in class, but do you see that they both have an x and they both have a y squared?
mhm.
So this would be 11xy squared.
Oh, oh yeah, I see what I did.
And we are basically out of time here, so let me just quickly correct your last one. The change here is that this becomes minus 42y, minus 42y. So, all right, good job, Riley. We are out of time for today. The lessons are 50 minutes here, so